Emma Carter had always dreamed of freedom, freedom to choose, to live, to love. At 24, she had just graduated with honors in journalism. Her life was on the brink of transformation, yet behind her soft smile, she hid a burden, her parents' looming expectation of marriage. Her family, originally from a conservative background, believed a girl's success was measured not by her degree, but by the gold band on her finger. "You owe it to your family," her mother, Patricia, repeated every morning. "We gave you a good life here. Now it's your turn." Emma's father, William Carter, was a quiet yet dominant figure. He never raised his voice, but when he spoke, it carried the final word. One evening, her parents presented a photograph. "This is Daniel Collins," her father said. "We have known his family for years. He's a doctor. He's agreed to meet you." Emma's hands trembled as she took the photo. A sharp jawline, polished smile, tailored suit. He looked perfect, but he wasn't hers. The restaurant was upscale, classy. Emma wore a simple black dress, her long brunette hair tied neatly. She felt like a lamb walking into a lion's den. Daniel stood to greet her. "Emma, right? It's nice to finally meet you." His voice was calm, but his eyes studied her like a business acquisition. "I know this is unusual," she said cautiously. He smiled. "Not to me. I've been through this before." "How romantic," she said with a dry chuckle. He leaned in. "Look, I'm not interested in love. I want a partner. Someone with ambition, class, and stability." "You fit the profile." Emma blinked. "Profile? So this is a merger, not a marriage?" Daniel raised his glass. "Exactly. And trust me, emotions only complicate things." A week later, while photographing an art exhibit for a freelance piece, Emma met Liam Hayes. He was messy-haired, witty, with ink stains on his fingers and dreams in his eyes. A struggling artist with no plan, just passion. "Do you usually take pictures of awkward guys staring too long at paintings?" he asked. She laughed. "Only the interesting ones." They spent the day talking about everything: Van Gogh, climate change, jazz music, favorite cereal brands. For the first time in months, Emma felt like herself. "You're different," Liam said as they sat on the steps outside. "Different how?" "You're trying not to be seen. But you shine anyway." Daniel proposed the following week, in front of both families. A gold rings. Applause. Forced smiles. Emma's heart screamed, but her lips whispered, "Yes." Later that night, Liam messaged her. "Liam, meet me at the bridge." Midnight. She hesitated, then ran. They met under the Brooklyn Bridge, city lights shimmering on the water. "You're engaged," he said. "Why?" "My parents, they won't understand. They believe love is risky." "And what do you believe?" Emma's eyes filled. "I don't know anymore." He touched her hand. "Then let me remind you." He kissed her, soft, unsure, honest. Days turned into weeks. Emma juggled wedding planning with secret meetups. She and Liam would walk for hours, talking about everything but her engagement. Daniel was cold but efficient. He scheduled dinner dates like board meetings. He never asked how she felt. One evening, while trying on her wedding dress, Emma stared at her reflection. "Who is this woman?" She ripped off the veil and collapsed in tears. At home, she found a letter on her bed. From her younger brother, Ethan. "You don't have to do this, Emma. I know Mom and Dad won't approve, but you have to live your truth. I'll stand by you." That night, she called Liam. "I'm running away," she whispered. Emma left a note and took a train upstate with Liam. They stayed in a small artist community where Liam painted murals and she wrote poetry. For the first time in her life, Emma breathed freely. She texted Ethan often, but never her parents. Until one day, a knock came. "Daniel." "You ran," he said, calm but furious. "You don't own me. You embarrassed both our families. You never loved me." Daniel paused. "And he does?" Emma stepped back. "Yes. And more importantly, I love him." Daniel sighed. "Then be ready to burn every bridge." Emma's voice didn't waver. "I already did." Emma's parents disowned her. "No daughter of ours behaves like this," Patricia's message read. It hurt. Badly. Liam tried to console her, but Emma fell into depression. "You deserve better," she told him. You shouldn't have to fix me. You're not broken. You're just bruised. She began writing again, articles about family pressure, women's freedom, and cultural expectations. Her piece, The Price of Obedience, went viral. Suddenly, she was invited to talk shows, podcasts, panels. She wasn't just surviving. She was leading a movement. Liam started feeling distant. One night, he said, "You're becoming something huge." "I'm just me." Emma took his hand. "I don't need a hero. I need a partner. I don't want to hold you back. You never did. You gave me wings." He smiled. "Then let's fly." A year later, Emma and Liam returned to the city. Her parents still refused to meet her, but Ethan greeted them at the train station. "You look happy," he said. "I am." They got married in a park surrounded by friends and strangers who had followed her journey online. No gold ring from a business deal. Just love, real and raw. Emma Carter Hayes stood on stage at a women's rights conference in D.C., her voice steady. "I was once told that love complicates life, but I've learned that life without love isn't living. I was forced into a marriage that suited tradition, but I walked away to find a love that honored me." Liam watched from the front row, tears in his eyes. When she stepped down, he kissed her hand. "Still scared?" he whispered. Emma smiled. "Not anymore." Emma's journey from fear to freedom wasn't easy. It was messy, painful, and full of loss. But it was hers. She chose love, not the perfect man, not the safest path, but the truth. And that made all the difference.